Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Only a couple for him. There on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go. Back on 80. Hey, check back, back six. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Dragon 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
19 tight.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Hurts going to keep it again. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they're going to face a third down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Checks this down to Hubbard. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going for it with Sanders. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now a handoff up the middle. Redmond. And some room to roam now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 34 yards there and a first down. They were probably just looking for a couple yards of breathing room, snapping the ball at their own 2. Well, they got a lot of breathing room.
And even knowing that offenses are as aggressive as they are now in the NFL, you still expect them to run the football in that situation. Why weren't they ready? Instead, it turns into a monster gain and gets them way from the shadow of their own end zone.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Redmond knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The Ravens hit 9-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now Jackson. Out to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Redmond. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on 1st down. Redmond. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. On target to his man, Likely. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Ready, set.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Let's go now. 7
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jackson, a final shot before break. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery, play, and a touchdown for the Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Ravens nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson. That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Up the middle they go. Redmond. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm coming after you. Check 37.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Redmond. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Right back to Sanders on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Hurts. Flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Redmond, 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Redmond. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, Redmond. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They go play action with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. It's caught by Sanders. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Hurts. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
60-60.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st down, Redmond. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. On 1st down, Hurts. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Straight ahead with Hubbard. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McGowan, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now, McGowan. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
One last shot for Jackson. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Carolina, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.